Hey guys, Kev here, and sometimes miracles do happen. So you'll see 3 Kunwu boxes on the table here. These were sent to me like 3 months ago, maybe sometime around when the X-Tao was, came out, that they delivered the Kickstarter. They were gonna send me the X-Taos to check out, and they sent the package, and it just kept going through customs. It would say, arrived in LA, arrived in LA, arrived in LA. And it would just keep saying that over and over for like a month straight, and then nothing. No USPS tracking, no updates, no nothing. Package gone, basically. And that was before Blade Show. And today, this just showed up. So I got things to unbox. I opened the package because I didn't recognize it. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't something random. So I cut, and then I saw blue boxes. I'm like, what are those? And I pulled one out. It said Kunwu. I have not opened these. I just have taken them out of the box. This one's wrapped for some reason. These two did not come wrapped, so I don't know what the deal is there. One thing I want to talk about is Sergio over at Kunwu is a good dude. I've talked to him for a long time. He's a fun, good dude in the knife community, and we over at Devo Knives have worked with Kunwu a little bit on stout prototypes, and we're currently working on a version 2 sort of prototype with them, which would be cool. And they have a new one coming out that looks like the Tao handle with a sheep's foot blade, similar to the stout but without the poon blade on it. And they were listing it as in Vanex, which is amazing because that's what we were working on with them with the stout. And yeah, so I'm hoping that goes well. I can't wait to check one of those out. It's called the Zen. That's the newer model. But we have these here. So let's check out the Tao X. All right, so we have 2 Tao X's, and we have an Orion 2. I never actually did get to check out the Orion, so this will be cool. I'm going to open this with the Baby Barlow in honor of them dropping today. Hopefully you get one. That's today, my time, June 22nd. Who knows what day it will be for you. So we have this one. I love their little pouch that comes with it. It's just different, and it's very nice. This has a thank you card, and it's going to tell you about their warranty, I believe. You have a cool little Kunwu cloth. You have, oh, look at that. You have an extra clip in black, which is interesting. Oh, okay, got it. You have extra axis springs, and you have a tool. That's really nice. You have something for me to snack on later. And you have the knife. This is the carbon fiber version right there. Let me place that down. I'm going to put all this down here. I'm guessing the clip, yeah, the clip is black. So it's just a replacement clip. Well, actually, doesn't it look like a different color? Take the spring out. These are their Omega springs. I have actually handled this knife before. Not this one, but my buddy Brent, Backpack B, had one. So I know I'm not going to love the detent, but yeah, that's actually different. So that's cool. You can get this sort of graphite colored one or a black one. I think I'd probably prefer the black, but I might as well ding that one up first and then, do it that way or something. So let me put all this back, and we'll get the other one out, because why not? So that's one Tao X or X-Tao in carbon fiber, and then we have one in titanium. So I'm thinking this was, maybe these are prototypes or something, because this one's out of the package and it didn't have the pouch or anything. Not sure what's going on there, but they're samples for me, so it doesn't matter. Oh yeah, was there Yep, there is an extra clip in there as well, and springs. Okay, cool. That's all I need anyway. So here we go. We have the 2 X-Taos, dead centered on this one. Centered on this one. You have your standard carbon fiber weave on this guy right here. And you have what they're calling, I believe, the X-Lock, which would make sense. Tau X, X-Lock. If it's not called that, it should be. And you have this triangle thumb stud, which actually, when I handled it, works pretty well. Now, my thumb's jacked up, so this is actually good to have a light detent on something. You can see it comes right out, and it's not the strongest detent. But the plus side to that is it swings down. And when I originally heard of this knife, I was talking to Sergio about it, and I said, dude, the detent, you're just not going to, you know, with an axis lock, it's just impossible, apparently, to get a good detent, and such is the case. It's very comfortable in hand, great size, all of that stuff is wonderful. And you just get used to, if you thumb stud it, I think with your thumb, it's fine. The reverse flick's not as enjoyable. I think partially that's just because of the way it is set up. That triangle doesn't allow for a great reverse flick, and then the detent. So you just got to keep that in mind. The tip seems a little bit high up. Seems weird to say that, but I can catch it right there. I'm catching it. Just seems easy to grab. But in pocket, I would just worry about, you know, doing that. But I guess the blade should be against the side. Reversible wire clip. I did want to check and see if these can be used with Lynch clips, because I know people would probably be interested to know that. Now, these have been out for a little while now, so maybe it doesn't matter at this point, but let's see, what do I have? I have the, here's the Lynch clip, and there's the Rips clip. All right, so let's see. I'm guessing it's a T6 because they love to use T6s, which is annoying, but hey, what are you going to do? So I got to flip these over anyway, right? So let's back out. Yeah. Okay. Set that down. I don't think they'll fit, to be honest. But we're going to find out. Why don't you want to come out? Pinch it a little bit. Grab a little pry tool and see if I can't. There we go. Almost lost the screw, but you guys know me, I'm a beast. I'm a beast. So let me see if I can screw this guy. Well, while we're here, let's just check the rips. My guess is the spacing will be off. They did fit on our stout prototype, but I think that was because of our CAD file. We'll see. No, I think it's in there. Hold on. Looks like it slides around a little bit, but yeah, there's a Rips Garage Tech clip. I think it would work. I'm not a big fan of that clip because it has no ramp. Let's try the Lynch, because that one's probably going to be more everyone's speed. Yeah, see, this is what was happening with the stout one, too. They use a barrel to hold the clip in, which makes it a little bit tough because you obviously just want to get one screw out, and then it's a whole thing. So anyway, let's flip this over and see. Yeah, it looks like it fits in. I think this might fit better. So what I'm going to do is push this through this side now, and then try to tighten it in through here, if I can. Sorry, I know none of you wanted to see this, but hey, what are you going to do? So let's see. Okay. See if I can't get it seated. There we go. Yeah. Look at that. Boom. You got a lynch clip. Did I put it on the... God damn it, I put it on the wrong side. Yeah, that detent's really weak. That's pretty much my biggest gripe with it here. Let me just do this, because this will save some time later. This one's obviously going to look better on the titanium one. So let's do this. Actually, let's just take it off. Take that out. And I just want to put the black clip on, right? It's hard to manipulate. I gotta push this out. It's hard to manipulate an axis lock knife other-handed when the clip is on the wrong side. It's just a thing with axis locks. So hold on. Do not need to take these apart, that's for sure. I'm sure somebody did that, like Love Them Knives. Go check out his channel. This should... Okay. Alright, there we go. Alright, sorry about that, guys. I know, I like to take my time. There we go. Alright, so now we got that one set up. Lefty. Yeah, the lock works great, and the thumb flick is pretty good. You just gotta wrist it because of the no detent thing. But it's on bearings. The action's good in terms of smoothness. There's no play and no rock, so they did a good job there. And I love the tabs. The tabs are wonderful. They give you really good purchase, and they're steel tabs or titanium tabs. Let's find out. Yeah, they're titanium tabs. That's pretty cool. Yeah, you could get used to that. That's for sure. And then here's the the titanium one. So let's undo this clip. And I think, again, I'm just going to let this barrel drop out. It's actually not a bad way to do it. And then you just flip the barrel over. Make sure you don't lose the screw. Alright, put it on the right side this time. We want to put it in our pocket like this. So we want it to go through like this. Right? Pretty sure. Kind of do this guy. Get this guy on here. Should be pretty quick. I just gotta have it match that one, dum-dum. Wow, look at that clip. Super bent. Not for me, but once I get it in, it should be fine. Look at that. Jesus. Hopefully that ties it down. Yep. Alright. Then we got that one set up for Lefty. Perfect. Let me slide all this stuff away and I'll check that out later. Alright. Wow. Yeah. I really like the smoothness on them. I mean, they drop. And these are in Elmax steel, which is a great steel option. There's number 253 of 400. This one is 201 of 400, and that's the X703F. This is the T, so F for fiber. I don't know. T for titanium. I like how lightweight this one is. This one's got some weight to it. It's got that Tao orange peel. I don't love the orange peel, but it's fine. It's got the same handle. Size-wise, I thought they were smaller than the Tao, but I think they're the same. I don't actually have my Tao anymore. I had it modded, and then I sold it actually because I didn't love that I couldn't flick it great left-handed. So for size reference, what am I looking for? Something that's like 3 1/4. That would be the Stinger, I think. Yeah, and it's bigger than that. So I think it's about a 3.5 inch blade, which is what the Tao was. For some reason, I remember the Tao X supposed to be like 3.25, which is the sweet spot for me. I think the Tao is a little too big, like in general. I think for most people it's probably fine, but you can see back here I get a full grip, and I still have that, you know, landing spot up there flat. Grind is good, relatively thick stock, comes down to a good edge. They do a great job with heat treat and sharpening. It's kind of one of their things at Kunwu. So yeah, good looking knives. The lock is fine. The detent is where you lose me. I just need a detent. This doesn't even have one. I mean, I think it's because of the bearings, but it's like even worse than a Benchmade on the detent side of things. It's not really a detent, you know what I mean though. It just is, you know, comes out real easy. But everything else is done better. The lock feels better. It's more solid. I like the high-end construction of it. The drop action is crazy. So as long as you don't mind a light detent, I think these are going to be great. So let's check out the next one. This would be the Orion. Sorry. It's like a little mixture of them there. This is the Orion 2, which is an updated version of their first knife. The first knife they did was the Orion, and it had sort of these, I believe, red checkered sort of collars or something like that. And now it has this blue collar like the Tao did. The Tao had that Timask. Ooh, what's that? Oh, whoa. Okay. It was in transit for like 4 months, so check all the screws. Yeah, it seems to just have been that one screw back here. We're good. Interesting clip, just straightforward 3D milled clip. Okay. We have a dead center blade right there. I believe this was in S35 originally. I don't know what this one's in. It's just a flipper. It looks good. Ooh, M390. It looks good. So, oh. No detent. Now you could flick it out, no problem. But I would definitely have expected a stronger detent, especially because I feel like with the Tao and the Ronin, Kunwu really showed what they could do, dialing in action. And, you know, this is okay, but it's definitely not a strong detent or even, you know, medium. I definitely call it light. You can just pop it out like that. But if you flick it, you give it a push button, it's fine. I think a lot of people would like it. It's just a me thing, probably. The ergos are good. I do like the handle. It's pretty comfortable in hand. You can see there. There's no choil. I would like a choil of some sort, because right here I want to get in there, but I'm up on the blade, right? You have their sort of machine satin that they do on a lot of stuff these days. You can see here. And I'm not the biggest fan of the machine satin because it kind of just looks like a machine satin. I much prefer a belt satin, whether it's, let's see what I got. This sort of Riot belt satin finish. I really, really like that. What does this have? That's a stonewash. Here's the QSP version, and that's sort of a machined one too, but it's much better because you can see the grind lines are vertical like that. It looks good in my opinion, right? Where this is kind of just like a bunch of random lines on the blade. But I'm nitpicking. This is probably, you know, 150 bucks if they did a Kickstarter. If you're buying it just on their website, it might be like 180 bucks or something for M390 titanium frame lock flipper, milled clip on bearings with good closing action. It's very satisfying on the close. This is without me tuning it or anything. It's just out of the box, starting to guillotine down. Very nice. No play or anything. Again, I wish the detent were stronger. I may try to adjust that myself. Just give it a little tweak in, but we'll see. I may just leave it alone too, because I don't know ultimately what will happen to this knife. It could be a giveaway knife, you know, whatever. But obviously I'm going to go through the review process. And I think it's a Damascus pivot collar, to be honest. Looks like the same collar as on the Tao. So nice stop pin, pretty sturdy there. And I think this is on, is it multi-row? Might be on multi-row bearings, which is nice. I don't know if these are. It's hard to tell, but they might all be on multi-row. That's one of the things with Kunwus. They're really smooth in the pivot. Like, there's nothing there. Right? Just nothing there. And even this with the frame lock, I mean, whew, buttery smooth. You have a nice amount of milling inside. Again, you get that orange peel here on the lock side. Oh, yeah, it's all over. It's hard to see on camera. Not my favorite finish, but I like the blade shape. I like the overall design. I think it's unique, and I think it's interesting, and I think it's ergonomic. So that is the Orion 2. It's their updated version of it, and I think they did a good job on this. I don't know when these will be available. I think they might be on their website already, so definitely go check that out. I believe they're updating their shipping partner so that they can get knives to people quicker or have more options for shipping, that kind of thing. So keep your eye on that. But there's a few knives from Kunwu. I really appreciate them sending these my way to check out. Let me know if you guys have any questions down below. Leave a comment and let me know what you think of these. Shout out to Sergio once again. Appreciate the support, supporting the channel and just being a good dude. So I love you guys. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day, and I will catch you later.